Everything starts with a value. The designer defines the jewelry's DNA using sliders and reference geometry, finger size, gem, metal thickness, choice of style, drop down menus between different design algorithms. AJ components take inputs and process them through pre built jewelry engineering logic in the AJ tool tab. The algorithm data flows upstream to downstream. When one slider moves, every downstream component updates instantly. Rhino output. The result is high precision 3D geometry in the Rhino viewport, ready for rendering or casting.
Rhinos open a digital plane. The cursor blinks, a start and rain. A blank canvas, a problem to solve. On grasshopper stage, new dreams evolve. The wire snake, green and gray lines, connecting thoughts and future designs. I drag a node, a function to write, to bring my visions into the light. And the AlgoJewels begin to shine. The code I type, a divine design. AJ components, a shimmering grace, crafting jewels in this virtual space. A diamond ring with a perfect stone, and earrings curve a shape unknown. From the abstract map, a physical plea, the magic of AJ for all to see. The data flows, a list of points. A sphere is born at all the joints. I sculpt a setting, a filigree thread with logic and loops inside my head. The slider moves, the parameters change. The diamond's cut, I can rearrange from a simple seed, a complex form. I weather the digital creative storm, and the AlgoJewels begin to shine. The code I type, a divine design. AJ components, a shimmering grace, crafting jewels in this virtual space. A diamond ring with a perfect stone, and earrings curve a shape unknown. From the abstract map, a physical plea, the magic of AJ for all to see. They say a jeweler works with hands so fine, but in this screen, the true artistry is mine. The code is the hammer, the keyboard, the file. Every single line is worth the while. No dust or gold, just pixels and light, but the final piece will be burning bright. And the AlgoJewels begin to shine. From the code I type, a divine design. AJ components, a shimmering grace, crafting jewels in this virtual space. A diamond ring with the perfect stone, and earrings curve a shape unknown. From the abstract map, a physical plea, the magic of AJ for all to see. Yeah. Yeah, the magic of AJ for all to see. A digital jewel for eternity. A diamond ring, an elegant twist from grasshopper's heart. A golden kiss.
Rhino, you would start by selecting standard open grasshopper to launch the grasshopper tool. Grasshopper will load. It will also load all your AJ components. At the present time, October the 18th, 2025, there are 350 components that can be used in AJ to create algorithmic jewelry. Here we see grasshopper loading the components. It opens up. You'll see grasshopper and parametrics, mass, sets, vectors, curves, surfaces, meshes, intersections, transform, display. AlgoJewels shows up right here in my folder because I use it the most. It consists of approximately 350 components. We start with curves, right? In the curve section, there are a list of different types of curves because most in Rhino, you're creating a surface or a poly surface or a B-rep, which is watertight. And everything in Rhino and Grasshopper starts from a point and a curve. So we started with curves on the left-hand side. Next, you'll have display where you can use reference lines. We're going to go through each one of these in the course and show you exactly what they do in individual components that will link back to the training manual. You'll see different findings like crosses, earring posts, how to make a hinge, horseshoe, a flower component, gemstones, all different types of gemstones, pave setting gemstones, circle packing, round brilliance to curve on a subsurface, gems to mesh. Gem mesh cutter one is the most common used to create a gemstone. Then you'll find orient, what you need to do. Everything in Grasshopper and Rhino is oriented over 0, 0, 0. And then from that point, we create it and move it to different locations in space. You got a bail maker. The most common one is mirror, bingo oriented, and RM360 global is the most useful tool because once you move an object from 0, 0, 0, center of the screen to anywhere in outer space, you can rotate it and move it, and it is a very powerful tool. We have printing and casting items, how to cast. We have rendering tools, an arm, earring base, head, necklace, ring box, and ring finger. If different types of settings, crown settings, curves, claws, spine curve, halo, different types of shanks. And when you add a setting and a shank together, you can end up with finished work, bypass rings. These are finished settings. But once in shanks, you have different types of shanks that you can make. Right? Most common ones you'll find are the Ryan shank, which is a beautiful shank. I use it all the time. Next is surfaces, how to create. The key of Grasshopper and Rhino are the most important components are curves, surfaces, and finished objects. So you use a curve to create a surface. So you can create a 2-point sweep, right? You can use sweep 1, road-like. Different sweep 1 is most common. Sweep 2 is rarely used. Some softwares use sweep 2 consistently, but we mostly use sweep 1. Right? Loft to profile is also important. Loft is a very interesting tool. Then you transform. Once you have the finished piece, you can transform it. You can add surface tools to it. You can scale it. You can taper the object. Taper is a very good tool. Right? Taper as a ring, so you can taper the bottom, the top, the sides. You can add texture to a surface. And you can actually bend the finished product universally in 3 different directions. So once you put all these different components together, you end up having a finished piece of jewelry. A fingerprint ring. These are different examples that allow you to look at the piece of jewelry that you created and put it here. In the end, what you want to do is you want to figure out the weight of the object, and you want to figure out how much it costs. We have weight estimators. We have different Kitco metal finders where the object will go to the Kitco website and download the daily rate at which time, etc., etc. Right? So this is the AlgoJewels components. They're useful, and we're going to show you from here on in individual pieces where you can, like, here's a fancy curve generator. You touch it, you bring it to the screen, you see the component, and there you have the finished component. Now each component has different sliders on it. It has an input section. It also has reference curve profile, so you can change this. Right now we have a circle as the reference, but just imagine if you take a gemstone, and let's do that quickly. We'll take a gemstone here. We'll add this in here. There's the gemstone, and let's go 6 by 6, and we take the girdle curve and input the girdle curve in here. Now you can see how this tool can be used to create beautiful different claws. We can use the offset curve, and we can offset it, and now we can create different curves. Now notice when I change the gemstone, the curves also change to the reference curve. That's outputted. So just imagine you can use this tool to create fancy claws. Let's take it the next step and make fancy claws. We would add a tool. Where is it in here? Pipe millgrain. Add it. We're going to bring the left curve in and the right curve in, and we're going to set it to curves. And here you go, your first fancy let's adjust it a little closer to the gemstone. Okay, we're going to go like this. And we're going to now you can rotate it from the bottom. You can rotate it from the top. Okay, reference curve, number of claws. So you can see the different potential this one curve with related to a gemstone can do. A bit of tweaking and you can get whatever the arrangement you want of curves, right? Round, brilliant. All the AlgoJewels tools will usually go from left hand to right hand. Very similar to just writing your own grasshopper code. But the beauty of this is you can play with it, create all kinds of different arrangements.